Hey guys, it's Movie Buff Beth, or Bethany, back again with another haul video. Today I'm going to show you everything that I picked up in the month of April, which, as usual, is a lot. So we'll just go ahead and dive right in. We'll go ahead and start with my few non-movie items. As you guys may know, I've been collecting all of the NECA Toony Terror figures, and I grabbed the latest ones that I was missing from the collection. First one is this variant of Michael Myers. It's really cool looking. He's got like a bloody mask. Really like this one. I just like this whole line, and they just announced a new line which includes like Reanimator and Elvira and The Fog. It looks super awesome and I'm really excited about it. This next one is probably the one I'm most excited about, and that is Ghostface. And look at that, he's so sweet. Very hefty, this figure, very cool looking. And you know, had to, I mean, I'm wearing a Ghostface shirt right now, so it had to happen. And then we have another one of my favorite horror characters, and that's Sam from Trick or Treat. Always adorable. And then we have a variant of Ash, a bloody variant. I was a little bit annoyed that they re-released Michael Myers and Ash, but seeing them in person, they look pretty cool, so it's alright. And then the last one I grabbed is Beetlejuice. I feel like dang near every horror figure line has released some version of Beetlejuice, but it's okay because he's awesome, and I'm happy to add it to my Toony Terrors collection. And the last non-movie item I have is actually a video game. I like video games, but I don't buy them super often, but this one I had to grab. I heard they were going to stop production on it, and it's just such nostalgia for me, and that is the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection. This comes with Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy, which Super Mario Galaxy is probably my favorite video game of all time, so I definitely had to have this for the Switch. Now, the first thing I want to get into with the movies is a few people were gracious enough to send us some movies off of our Amazon wish list, so I wanted to give a big thank you to them and showcase what they sent us. So first of all, we got Network. This was sent to us by our friend Chase Wilson. Super awesome of him to do, and actually I watched this one already. We both watched it, and I absolutely loved it. It was an incredible film, and I'm very happy to have it in the collection. It was actually a huge blind spot in the collection, so thank you so much, Chase, for sending this to me. You're awesome, and it was a great film. And next up, my friend Shelby sent me an Elijah Wood film, which she says is her favorite actor, and she sent me Grand Piano. Just super awesome of her. It's got Elijah Wood and John Cusack. Plan on watching this one soon. It looks right up my alley. Very happy to have this one in the collection as well. And these next two, I'm probably going to say your name wrong, and I'm so sorry, but these next two are from Abdo and Essa. So sorry if I said your name wrong. This first one, it says, "Enjoy your gift. This is a gift from my boys Adam and Omar. They're big fans." So thank you, Adam and Omar. That's so thoughtful. They sent us Mad Monster Party, and this is one that I'm excited about, but Andrew's also excited about, so definitely looking forward to watching this Rankin Bass film. It looks awesome, so thank you guys so much. And not only did they send that, they also sent us Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train, so thank you so much for sending those. It's so awesome. I have seen this film before. It's been quite a while, but I do remember really enjoying it, so I am very happy to have it in the collection. So thank you guys so much. Of course, don't ever feel obligated to send us a gift, but if you do send us a gift, we will highlight you in our haul videos and let the world know how awesome of a person you are for being so kind and gracious to send us a gift. And if you guys are interested in doing so, again, no pressure, but our Amazon wishlist is in the description box below. So thank you so much to those people for sending us those Blu-rays. It's so awesome. I'm very happy to have those in the collection. So I'll go ahead and go through the rest of the haul in kind of the usual order that I do things. We'll start with the DVDs that we picked up in the month of April. The first one I grabbed is a film called The New Guy. I'd actually never heard of this film before, but I saw it in Cinefession's video and it looked really interesting to me. I love Zooey Deschanel. I love kind of this era of comedies, so when I found it at my local Zia Records, I had to pick it up. It was only a few dollars, so looking forward to checking this one out. And you know, as usual, since I bought it on DVD, it'll probably come out on Blu-ray next week, so if you guys are a fan of this film, you're welcome. And then I also grabbed Walking and Talking. This is directed by, I'm gonna say your name wrong again, Nicole Holofenser, I think that's how you say it. But I picked up one of her films last month, and my friend Chase Wilson recommended this one to me, and so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. I found it for like $2 or $3 at Zia Records, so had to grab it. And this one is one I've been meaning to add to the collection for the longest time, and that is Club Dread. I'm actually really surprised this one doesn't have a Blu-ray release yet, because this seems to have kind of a cult following. I've never seen it, but I am sure that I'm really gonna enjoy it. It's, you know, from Broken Lizard, the guys that did Super Troopers, which is just one of my favorite comedies, so really looking forward to watching this pretty soon. And then the last DVD I picked up this month actually was another one that I'm pretty sure I saw in one of Cinefession's videos. I'll try to remember to link his channel below. And it's I believe it's a found footage film, and it is called Paranormal Entity. Found this for pretty cheap online, and again, I heard about it, I believe in one of his videos, and he said it was actually a pretty good film. So went ahead and grabbed it. We'll go ahead and check it out and see how it is. So the next few are just kind of various random Blu-rays that we picked up that aren't new releases or label stuff. I have a ton of label stuff to show today, so kind of trying to get everything else out of the way first. But yeah, the first thing I picked up was Commando. This has the Comic-Con 2015 exclusive slipcover on it. I actually thought I already owned this film, but I didn't, and I found this for a pretty good deal on eBay, so I had to grab it. I mean, look at that slipcover. It's just absolutely gorgeous, like holographic, and it's brand new, factory sealed, and it came in a black case, so really cool. And I think I paid like 10 or 12 bucks for it on eBay, so I had to add it to the collection. Again, this is one I'm really surprised I didn't already own, so yeah, Commando, gotta give this one a watch. Next up, this is one that Andrew grabbed off of Mercari, I do believe. He bought this one mainly for the slipcover because we do already own the film, but that is A Monster in Paris. He was very happy to find it with a mint condition slipcover. This is one that's pretty hard to come by, so he was very happy to find this one and add it to his animation collection. So yeah, Monster in Paris. Next up is a film that I probably should have gotten in March, but for some reason it got lost in the mail or something from Rare Waves. I placed a very large order with them. If you guys watched my March haul video, you'll remember that I got a bunch of imports. I placed a very large order with them, and everything showed up in a fairly timely manner except for this one. So I shot them a message and I said, hey, I got everything else in my order except for this one. Can you help me out? And they were like, sure, we'll send a replacement, no problem. So a huge shout out to Rare Waves for being so awesome. You know, it's kind of stressful ordering things from overseas, especially these days because the mail system is just kind of messed up, but they were very nice, very prompt to get back to me, so huge shout out to them. And they don't sponsor me in any way, I just think they're a good resource for purchasing UK titles in the US. But the film that I'm talking about is Cocoon, and this is a fairly recent release film. This is not the Ron Howard film. This one was recommended to me by my friend Fergmaster on Instagram, and it sounded really interesting, so really looking forward to checking this one out. And the last kind of basic Blu-ray pickup that I got is Otis. This has been on my wish list for quite a while. I know it came in like this double pack with Dr. Giggles that was out of print, and I ended up getting Dr. Giggles from Germany on Blu-ray, so I just went ahead and grabbed this one when I found it at Zia Records. So looks like it could be fun. You got kind of an older Daniel Stern on there. This one came out in 2007, I do believe, so yeah, could be fun, we'll see. So now we'll go ahead and go into my new release pickups, and then the rest of the video will be label stuff, because again, I have tons of label stuff to show you guys, so very excited about that. But yeah, these are all the new releases that are not from a boutique label. So I got a couple of 4Ks. I think these are the only two non-label 4K releases for the month of April. The first one, this is one that lots of people have been picking up, but that is the Dirty Dancing Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook. This is just a gorgeous steelbook. I had to grab it. And right now it's the only way to actually get Dirty Dancing on 4K, so I had to grab this. And again, it's just such a gorgeous steelbook. I mean, look at that cover there. And there's the back. And of course, I think the coolest part of this is it comes in this like clear slip cover here. It's really, really nice. So yeah, very happy to have this. This is a film that I really, really enjoy. I saw it far later than most people probably did, but definitely did enjoy it. It's a great film, definitely a classic romance film. So happy to have it in the collection. And this is a steelbook that I plan on keeping because it is just, it's gorgeous. And this next one is not a brand new release, however it did come out in like the last month or so. And that of course is Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition with the like IMAX ratio on 4K. Of course this didn't come with a slipcover. This is like a made-on-demand 4K release, which as far as I know, this is like the only one on the market right now. So pretty interesting they decided to release this as a made-on-demand release, but happy to have it nonetheless. I know a lot of people were kind of having a hard time tracking it down to begin with, but happy to have it in the collection. Ash is meowing in the background, so sorry about that, but got BVS. And this is a film that I actually really do enjoy. It's probably one of my favorite DC films. I've always had a lot of fun with it, so looking forward to seeing how the IMAX ratio looks. I heard some people say that they're not totally sure this was worth the price of admission. However, I will say I did get this for only $10. I had enough Bull Moose points to get this for half off, so for 10 bucks, it was worth the upgrade for me. And the next new release I got was Nomadland. Of course I had to pick this one up. It is our newest Best Picture winner, directed by Chloe Zhao. I really love this film. I was not surprised at all that it won Best Picture, and I was really happy to see Chloe Zhao win Best Director for this as well. My pick for Best Actress would have been Carey Mulligan, but that's not saying that Frances McDormand was not deserving, because she was fantastic in this film as well. I also would have really loved to see this film win Best Cinematography. However, Mank got the win on that one, which was kind of a surprising pick. But yeah, Nomadland, very happy to have this in the collection. Fortunately, it doesn't have a slipcover, but it has pretty nice artwork on it. Honestly, at this point, I'm just happy to get stuff on physical media. So yeah, Nomadland, had to have it. Next up is one of my favorite recent comedies, and that of course is Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. This is the only at Target lenticular slipcover version. It also comes with 20 minutes of bonus content on there as well that you can't get on the regular release, so it's very cool. But yeah, I do love that lenticular slipcover on there. This is such a fun film, so wacky, wild, crazy humor that I just absolutely loved, really connected with it. I know it's probably not going to be for everyone, but I feel like for the most part people are really enjoying this, which makes me really happy because this is just a really, really fun film. Next up, we got a couple of new releases from Echo Bridge. You know, they are always releasing nothing but cinematic masterpieces. The first one we have is The Sneakover, which very much looks to be a Stranger Things ripoff. I don't actually know too much about it, but they definitely were going for the full-on Stranger Things ripoff there. But yeah, The Sneakover. And then another new one from them is Dollface. They put out quite possibly the most random, out there new releases of all, but you never know, you might find some diamonds in the rough with these ones. Next up from Screen Media, we have Willy's Wonderland. I did watch this one shortly after it came out and I enjoyed it. Overall, I think I would say that I liked the Banana Splits movie a little bit better if we are comparing the two, which, I mean, how can you not? They're giant child animatronics coming to life and killing people. But yeah, I think I did enjoy Banana Splits a little bit more, but of course this does have Nicolas Cage going for it, and I mean, you can't go wrong with him, but he says literally nothing in this entire film, so that was an interesting choice. Overall, it was pretty fun, but not quite as good as I was hoping it would be. And another one from Screen Media, pretty random release. I didn't hear anything about this one leading up to its release, and that is Skyfire. This one says a rollicking roller coaster ride of a movie, so there's the back if you want to read what it's about, but don't know too much about this one. We'll see how it is. And from Vertical Entertainment, another one that I've heard nothing about, and that is Son of the South. Got a large cast on here, not sure how famous a lot of these people are. You got Lucas Till, Lucy Hale, Brian Dennehy, interestingly enough, this must be like his last film, and Cedric the Entertainer. So yeah, we'll see how Son of the South is. If you guys have seen it, let me know how it is. Another one from Vertical here, I am pretty interested to check this one out, and that is Shadow in the Cloud, starring Chloe Grace Moretz. I really do like her. I've liked her in pretty much everything I've seen her in, so I'm interested to check this one out. If you guys have seen it, please let me know how it is. Going into some direct-to-disc Lionsgate releases, we have Vanquish, which stars Morgan Freeman and Ruby Rose. This does have a really nice embossed slipcover on it. Don't know anything about the film, but you know, Lionsgate always gracing us with these lovely direct-to-disc films that tend to have like what used to be A-list actors in them, like Morgan Freeman or Bruce Willis. But yeah, Vanquish. Next, we got some RLJE Films releases. A bunch of these are Shudder originals, I do believe. This next one definitely is, and that is The Mortuary Collection. And I actually did watch this one on Shudder when it came out and really, really enjoyed it. It's a very fun horror anthology that I think you guys should definitely check out. And I think it's only like $13 on Amazon or something, so definitely worthy of checking out. And if not, check it out on Shudder because you can watch it on there. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. And then next up we have The Reckoning. I've actually heard some decent things about this one, so definitely looking forward to checking it out. It's got some nice artwork on there as well. And there's the back if you want to see what it's about. But yeah, The Reckoning. This one really piques my interest, very interested in this one, and it's another Shudder original. This one is called Leap of Faith. This is a documentary about the making of The Exorcist, and it features William Friedkin in it, you know, telling the story about how the film came about and things, and I've heard some wonderful things about it. One of the special features on here is a 90-minute masterclass with William Friedkin about the film and about making this documentary, so definitely worth the cost of the Blu-ray in my opinion. I don't think you can get that masterclass on Shudder, so yeah, really looking forward to giving this one a watch, because The Exorcist is definitely one of my all-time favorite horror films, so definitely looking forward to it. Next up we have a Studio Ghibli film, and that is Earwig and the Witch. I know Andrew watched this one, I think on HBO Max. I'm not sure what he thought about it, but I think this is like a 3D animated film from Studio Ghibli, which is pretty odd in my opinion, but yeah, it's out there if you guys want to check it out. Of course, Andrew always picks up all of the G-Kids releases, so we had to have it in our collection. But yeah, Earwig and the Witch. And another G-Kids release here. This one is called Ongaku Our Sound. Don't know too much about this one, but there's the back if you wanted to read about it. And then the last of the like basic new releases, if you will, from Columbia Pictures, we have a release that I'm very, very excited about, and that is Girl Interrupted. Ever since I first saw this film, I was hoping that this would come out on Blu-ray, and here it is. It's finally here. I don't care that it's not like some fancy boutique release. I'm just really happy to have it on Blu-ray. This is a fantastic film. Probably Angelina Jolie's best performance. She's so good in this, as well as Winona Ryder. I just really, really love this film. And it actually does have some special features on here, which, you know, are not always common with the kind of made-on-demand catalog releases. You got a director's commentary, deleted scenes with commentary, an HBO First Look, which is the making of Girl Interrupted, as well as the theatrical trailer. So, I mean, you do have some things on there. Sorry about the security tag on the back, but you do have some things in there. So yeah, really, really happy to have this one on Blu-ray. This is a fantastic film. So like I said, I've picked up a ton of label releases over the month of April. So that is what the rest of this video is going to be, is just stuff from boutique labels. So I'm very excited to share this with you guys. First up, from Umbrella Entertainment, I picked this one up from Orbit DVD. They're actually one of my favorite new companies to order from. They are a great resource for people that like to import boutique labels and whatnot, so definitely check them out if you guys get the opportunity. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, I just think they're great. And they package things well, and the prices are pretty fair, and probably the coolest thing about them is they list whether or not a movie comes with a slipcover, so you know when you're buying it if it's going to come with it, so that's really awesome. Even like their used stock is listed that way, so really cool. So the first thing we have from Umbrella Entertainment is Bad Boy Bubby. This is from their Beyond Genres series, Volume 7. I don't know too much about this, but I've seen some other people picking it up, and it looked like it would be fun, so I decided to go ahead and grab it. And again, I was able to get it from Orbit DVD, so definitely excited about that. Looking forward to checking out Bad Boy Bubby. And then another thing I picked up from Orbit DVD is a release I've kind of been holding out on. I wasn't totally sure I wanted to get it, but I finally decided to pull the trigger on it. It's from Second Sight, which is one of my favorite labels out of the UK right now. Probably just one of my favorite labels in general. And this is a film I do own from Scream Factory, but it's one that I absolutely love. And again, these Second Sight releases are hard to resist, and that is The Strangers. This is just a really beautiful release. You got the case and the book in there. All of these releases from Second Sight are so nice. I have some other stuff coming from them in the coming months, so when all of those arrive, I'll probably do kind of like a Second Sight overview video, and I'll unbox these and show them one by one. But I'm really excited to have this in the collection. I love The Strangers, probably my favorite home invasion horror film. It's very effective, very creepy. I'm scared anytime anyone knocks on my door now, thanks to this film. So very happy to have this in the collection. And with any of these, if you guys want to see kind of a more in-depth look at them, kind of see an unboxing, because there's a few things that might be worthy of an unboxing, let me know, and then maybe I'll kind of do a video unboxing a few of these things. But yeah, The Strangers from Second Sight. Next up, we have a couple of Criterion releases. I know I always say that I try to only pick them up during the Barnes & Noble sales, yet I pick them up all the time, who am I kidding? But these are two brand new releases from Criterion, and the first one is Defending Your Life, directed by Albert Brooks, starring him and Meryl Streep. This is actually a film I was not planning on picking up right away. It was definitely one I was interested in, but I read about it and it just sounded really interesting, and I saw it at Zia Records and it was on sale, so I just decided to go ahead and pick it up, you know, support a local business and check out a film that sounds really interesting. And I watched it probably the next day, so made it worth the little bit of extra cost to buy it around release. But I really loved this film. This was actually my first Albert Brooks directed film that I had seen, and I really connected with it, really enjoyed it, and I ended up watching another one of his films just a few days after. So yeah, really loved Defending Your Life and very happy to have it in the collection. This is a great release from Criterion. Got lots of special features, of course, new 4K digital restoration, which looks wonderful, sounds great as well. So if you guys are a fan of this film, or if you've ever wanted to check it out, this is probably the way to do it. This next one is a film that I've actually been planning on picking up ever since it was announced. I knew I was going to pick it up right around release. I was not going to wait for a sale on this one, and that is Memories of Murder, directed by Bong Joon-ho. So excited that Criterion released this. Of course, I saw Parasite in 2019 and absolutely fell in love with Bong Joon-ho, even more than I already was, and I really wanted to see some of his other films, and unfortunately this one is kind of hard to see in the US, so I was really excited when Criterion announced that they were releasing it. And I just watched this the other night, and let me say, this was absolutely incredible. I'll probably talk about this in like a recent highlights video or something, and maybe kind of go over the release a little more in depth, but absolutely love this film. It was an easy 5-star for me. It's a wonderful film. But yeah, great release from Criterion. Again, so happy that this came out. Next up, we have some releases from Kino Lorber. The first one is Spaceballs on 4K. I had never seen this film before, but since Kino released it on 4K, I decided to go ahead and check it out. And I had fun with it. I don't think it's like my favorite movie ever, and I'm not sure when I'll revisit it again, but Andrew's a big fan of this one, so we are happy to have it in the collection. And it definitely looks great on 4K. And then another fairly recent release from Kino, and that is Runaway Train. I was actually going to wait on this one for a little while, but I found a pre-owned copy from Bullmoose and decided to just go ahead and order it because I knew it came with the slipcover and everything. So yeah, they got me with that slipcover as usual. But yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. It looks like a very interesting film. And funny enough, I do own the Arrow release of this, but you know, it's a sickness. I bought this for the slipcover. What can you do? And then we have another release from Kino. I got this at Zia Records. I found it used for a pretty good price, and that is Let's Kill Uncle. Don't know too much about it, but again, it was pretty cheap, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Nice cover art on that one as well, so yeah, Let's Kill Uncle. Next up, we have some releases from Mondo Macabro. I'm gonna have to censor this one for YouTube, but we have The Howl of the Devil. There's the front if you want to see it there. And I got number 141 of 1500 on that one, so pretty low number. Always try and pre-order these. This is a film by Paul Naschy, so I'm sure I will at least enjoy it. I double check I don't need to edit this one at all. And then the next one we have is Hunting Ground. These new releases from Mondo Macabro, I'll pretty much just grab them. Got number 137 of 1200 on that one, but yeah, I really like what they're doing over there, so anytime they announce new releases, I'll go ahead and try and grab them. And these red cases are limited editions, obviously they're numbered, so yeah, Hunting Ground. And then this is a fairly recent release from them. However, I missed out on the red case, but I was happy to grab it anyways. Found it for a good price from Bullmoose, and that is Blood Ceremony. If you guys have seen any of these, of course, as always, let me know what you think of them, and let me know which ones I should check out right away. Next up, we have a release from Imprint Films. Not too long ago, JB Hi-Fi, which is a online retailer out of Australia, had a buy two get one free sale. And unfortunately, I've only gotten one of the items that I purchased from that sale, but that's okay. So I was able to get these for a pretty good price for Imprint releases. And the title I'm talking about is A Place in the Sun. So looking forward to giving this one a watch. I've heard good things about this one, so definitely interested in it, and I've been really impressed with Imprint's releases so far, so looking forward to it. Next up, we have some releases from Shout/Scream Factory. The first one is Cuffs. This is part of their Shout Select line. I'm a big Christian Slater fan, and I've always wanted to check this one out. And it was only like $16 on their website, so I decided to go ahead and grab it. Looking forward to giving this one a look. And then we have a new release from Scream Factory, and this is actually from Shout Studios. I got this from Orbit DVD as well, and that is The Widow. Looks like a pretty creepy one. Pretty nice slipcover on there, so yeah, we'll see how it is. Sometimes these Shout Studios films are decent, sometimes they're terrible, but always pretty enjoyable at least. And the reason I ordered cuffs from Shout Factory's website is they recently had a Roger Corman sale where a bunch of the Roger Corman titles were marked down. So I grabbed a few titles that were missing from my collection. The first one is The Wasp Woman. Looks like that could be fun, so we'll check that one out. And the next one is Brain Dead. This is one I've wanted to see since it was released, so was happy to see this as part of the sale. It stars Bill Pullman and Bill Paxton, so it could be interesting. And then the last thing I grabbed from that sale is actually a steelbook, and that is A Forbidden World. You know, I always try to grab the steelbooks that feature new transfers of the films, but I actually didn't even own Forbidden World at all, so this was an easy purchase for me. Next up, we have some new releases from Severin Films. The first one is Nosferatu in Venice. This is a severinfilms.com exclusive slipcover, so if you guys want to get this with the slipcover, you do have to get it directly from them. But yeah, I don't know anything about these films, but Severin's always releasing some fun stuff, so looking forward to it. Not even sure if I can show this next slipcover, but I'll show it from far away, and that is A Scream in the Streets. Kind of have to edit this one as well, and I can't show you the back either, so yeah, you can just look at this one from afar. And then we have the first two 4K releases from Severin, and I'm really looking forward to watching these. The first one is called Perdita Durango. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. It stars Rosie Perez and Javier Bardem. I've heard some really good things about this one and the next one as well, so looking forward to it. And then the other one is The Day of the Beast. So really excited that a lot of my favorite labels have kind of gotten into the 4K game, and again, I've heard really good things about these, so I'm looking forward to watching them. And the last thing I picked up from Severin is the Dungeon of Andy Milligan box set, which this is a huge, hefty box set. Excited to add it to the collection. And I know they're running pretty low on stock on this one, so I was happy to grab it just in the nick of time. And it will look great back there next to my other Severin box sets. But this has the ghastly ones, The Rats Are Coming, The Werewolves Are Here, Vapors, The Body Beneath, Tortured Dungeon, Nightbirds, The Man with Two Heads, Guru the Mad Monk, Legacy of Blood, Bloodthirsty Butchers, Seeds, Blood, Flesh Pot on 42nd Street, and Carnage. So plenty of titles to check out in there. I actually do own at least a few of these on Blu-ray already, but I don't know a ton about Andy Milligan, so this will definitely help that. So as you guys may know, one of my latest obsessions, one of my latest label obsessions is Indicator, and I placed another pretty sizable order with them, so go ahead and show you what I got from them. Next up we have I Monster with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. Really looking forward to this one. I think this is an Amicus Films release, so yeah. Should be good at least. And then I also grabbed Light Sleeper, directed by Paul Schrader. I do own, I think it's an Umbrella release of this film, but I really like this one. Probably one of my favorite Paul Schrader flicks that I've seen so far, so had to upgrade to the Indicator release, and it's loaded with special features. I'm sure it won't let me down. And then we have a Robert Altman film here. It's got quite the title, so bear with me. It's called Buffalo Bill and the Indians, or Sitting Bull's History Lesson. Yeah, quite the title. This one stars Paul Newman. Got a ton of special features as usual. This is a film from 1976, and you guys know I've been trying to watch more and more Robert Altman, so very happy to have this one. And then the next one I got is Lilith. I was very lucky to grab this one. This is in their out of print return section. So happy to add this one to the collection in the limited edition. It stars Warren Beatty and Gene Seberg. I just recently watched Breathless for the first time, and I wanted to see more with Gene Seberg, so decided to go ahead and grab this one. And then the next one I got is Devil in a Blue Dress, starring Denzel Washington. For some reason I thought I already had the Twilight Time release of this one, but I didn't. And I've heard some decent things about this film, so went ahead and grabbed the limited edition. These are all limited editions, I do believe. And these next two are fairly new releases from them. I think a few of these are pretty recent releases, like Light Sleeper and things, but these two I think just came out last month. The next one we have is 20th Century, starring John Barrymore. Brian Sauer over at Just the Discs spoke pretty highly of these next two, so I had to grab them for that reason alone. I'm kind of out of my comfort zone, but always trying to watch more and more, so I decided to go ahead and grab this one and give it a look. And then the next one is also a Howard Hawks film, and that is The Criminal Code. So really looking forward to these and checking them out. And I've heard these are wonderful discs, so very excited to have them in the collection. Indicator is doing some great work. Next up we have Irreversible. It's a really nice box set release from them. Got number 2512. 10,000 on there, so really cool. This is a film by Gaspar Noé. I never know how to say his name. I watched this, I think, last year for the first time. Definitely not a film for the faint of heart, but if you like kind of like disturbing graphic cinema, then you'll probably enjoy this one. I have a hard time even saying like you'll enjoy this film, but if you kind of know what you're in for, you might get some enjoyment out of it. But I really did like this film. I enjoy this weird genre of cinema, and I had no doubt that Indicator would do a great release for this one, so happy to have it in the collection. Then next up we have Road Games, their limited edition box set here. I got number 822 of 5,000, so pretty cool. This is loaded with special features, and compared to the Scream Factory release, I think this is probably going to be the winner. But really do enjoy this film with Stacy Keach and Jamie Lee Curtis. Again, if you guys want me to unbox any of these, let me know and I'll try to do a separate video unboxing a few of these. And got a few more releases from Indicator. Next up, this is the Fu Manchu Cycle box set. Always been intrigued by these films, so decided to go ahead and grab it from them. And then I have number 5087 of 6,000, so it looks like I came in just at the end there. But this has The Face of Fu Manchu, The Brides of Fu Manchu, The Vengeance of Fu Manchu, The Blood of Fu Manchu, and The Castle of Fu Manchu. So lots of Fu Manchu films in there, so looking forward to watching them. And like I said a few times on the channel, I'm trying to watch more film noir this year, and I figured I better go ahead and grab these box sets because it looks like a great way for me to do that. And that is the Columbia Noir box set number 1 and number 2, and they do have a number 3 coming out before too long, so I had to grab these. There's the first one there. I got number 153 of 6,000. Not really sure how they dish out these numbers. I guess it's kind of just random. But the first one here has Escape in the Fog, The Undercover Man, Drive a Crooked Road, 5 Against the House, The Garment Jungle, and The Lineup, so sounds really good. If you guys have seen any of these movies, let me know where I should start. And then here's the second one here. Got number 3670 of 6,000 of this one, so not quite as low of a number. But in here you got Framed, 7-Eleven Ocean Drive, The Mob, Affair in Trinidad, Tight Spot, and Murder by Contract. So very excited about these. Indicator, again, just always knocking it out of the park. These releases are beautiful, and I'm very happy to have them in the collection, and looking forward to that third box set. So hopefully I can try and get through all of these before that one comes out. All right, next up we have some Arrow Video releases. First one is The Bloodhound. I believe this is a fairly new film, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. They released it not too long ago. This is another one I grabbed from Orbit DVD, so really cool. See if I can see when this film came out. Yeah, 2020, so brand new film from Arrow Video. Then next up, of course, I got the Donnie Darko 4K box set. This is one of my absolute favorite films of all time, so there's no way I wasn't grabbing this. I know there's supposedly an issue with the theatrical disc in here, but I have no doubt that Arrow will fix that up for us and send out replacement discs if need be. I haven't checked my discs yet. I should probably do that soon, but yeah, this is a beautiful release of one of my all-time favorite films. I'm so happy this came to 4K. And I'm also really excited that this has kind of different artwork than the previous box set that Arrow put out. So I can keep both and have nice complementing artworks next to each other. So yeah, Donnie Darko, great film. And I'm a little late in picking this one up, but I didn't want to miss out on it. I got a little bit of FOMO, and I just had to grab it finally. I've heard lots about his films over the years. I've never seen any of them. And I am talking about Alejandro Jodorowsky, I believe is how you say his name. And of course I grabbed the box set from Arrow Video. This is the UK release, the limited edition box set. Now you may see there's kind of a little bit of damage on there, unfortunately. I got this from Rare Waves I know I was kind of singing their praises earlier, and they sent it in kind of a flimsy little package, and I was like, dang it, man, there's not really gonna be much I can do to fix this because I got it from the UK, but they actually refunded me 20% of the cost of this, so that helped take off the burn a little bit, but it does suck that it's a little bit damaged. But I am happy to have this in the collection. I know it's getting a little bit harder to come by, and I'm really looking forward to checking these films out. If you guys have seen his films, if you're familiar with his work, please let me know which one of his films I should watch first, because I'm kind of at a loss, but looking forward to diving into them nonetheless. And the last thing I have to show you from Arrow, of course this should come as no surprise, I got the Battle Royale 4K set. This is a gorgeous release. Now, believe it or not, I have never seen Battle Royale, so my first time viewing will be on 4K, and I'm really looking forward to it. This looks like a film that I will definitely enjoy. I've heard kind of so-so things about the sequel, but fairly certain that I will love the first film. So since it will be my first time watching, I think I'll watch the theatrical, and then maybe if I really like it, I'll revisit with the director's cut, but I think I'm gonna watch the theatrical. Let me know if I should watch the director's cut instead, but pretty sure I should watch the theatrical for a first time viewing. But yeah, a really nice box set from Arrow Videos, so very excited about this and very happy to have it in the collection and finally give it a watch. All right, we just have one more stack here, so I'll try to quickly power through them. From BFI, I have Funeral Parade of Roses. I watched this film the other day and really enjoyed it. I'll talk about it more in my April watches video, but yeah, this was a fantastic film and I'm very happy to own it. And then from Warner Archive, we have Quick Change. I don't always buy these right away, but this one just sounded like a lot of fun and I really wanted to check it out, so I went ahead and grabbed it. A Bill Murray starring film. Sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun, kind of a after hours type flick from what I've heard, so yeah, looking forward to it. Next up, we have some releases from Eureka. In their Masters of Cinema series, number 214, I have The Fate of Lee Khan. Looks like a pretty good film, so looking forward to it. And then the next one is a release I thought I had missed out on, but luckily I found a copy on Diabolic DVD, bought it right before it sold out, so really happy to have it. And that is the Lucky Stars 3-film collection with the slipcover. It's a very nice slipcover. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's holographic, really nice. And I'm looking forward to these. They look like a lot of fun. I'm really into Asian cinema right now, so definitely looking forward to watching these. Then we have another Masters of Cinema release here, and that is White Dog, directed by Samuel Fuller. I saw that Criterion released this on DVD in the US, but not on Blu-ray, and I wanted to check it out, so I went ahead and grabbed the Eureka release. Then the last release from Eureka we have here, Masters of Cinema number 243, we have The Last Warning. Heard about this film from my friend film blogger Sam, so wanted to give it a look. Looks like it'll be pretty interesting. It's a film from 1929, so pretty old. Looking forward to watching it, and it's of course restored in 4K, so awesome. And to end the video, we have a bunch of releases from 88 Films. I've been slacking on their releases lately, but I caught up and got a lot of the stuff that I've been missing, so really excited about these. First up, we have a Jackie Chan film, and that is The Young Master. And this is a really cool like hardbox release. Nice little box set. I haven't seen 88 Films release a box set like this before, so really cool of them to do it. And Jackie Chan, gotta love his films. They're always really enjoyable, so looking forward to this one. Another thing that 88 Films has been releasing lately is Van Damme films, and they've actually done some like limited edition numbered slipcovers, which is really cool, and I finally got around to grabbing them. First one is Nowhere to Run. I've got number 639 of 3000 on that one. And then we have Universal Soldier, The Return. I've got number 2337 of 3000 on that one. And then I have Maximum Risk. I did some nice work with these slipcovers. They look great. I've got number 819 of 3000 on that one. Again, I think they kind of just send these out randomly. Then I got Replicant. Got number 1993 of 3000 on this one. The next up we have Double Team. Got number 2327 of 3000 on this one. I actually already own this film from Mill Creek with the retro VHS slipcover, but you know, once I started buying these Van Damme films from 88, I just kind of had to buy them all, so it's the sickness, I guess. And then the last Van Damme one we have is Knockoff. I have number 1769 of 3000 on that one. And I did miss out on the Street Fighter limited edition numbered slipcover, but I did order the standard edition, and from what I understand, it still comes with a slipcover, it's just not numbered, so not too big of a loss in my opinion. I'm just happy to have it in the collection either way. We have a few more Jackie Chan flicks here. First one is Shaolin Wooden Men. Really like these limited edition slipcovers from 88 Films. I think I'm missing maybe 3 or 4 of the Jackie Chan flicks with slipcovers from them, but hopefully one day I'll find them. If you guys have any of those for sale, hit me up and let me know which ones you have, because there's a few that I really want to get my hands on. And then we have New Fist of Fury. And the last Jackie Chan one we have is Spiritual Kung Fu. And then we have one last release from 88 Films, and that is The Master with Jet Li. Again, I really stocked up on 88 Films releases because I've been slacking on them lately. They are a great label. Really like what they're doing over there in the UK, so had to grab a bunch of their releases this time. So yeah, that is everything that I picked up from the month of April, and that is not even including like the Warner Archive and Arrow video sales, but yeah, I bought way too much as usual. Lots of really cool label stuff, lots of stuff that I'm really excited about, really excited to dig into. Again, if you guys want me to do kind of an in-depth unboxing of any of these, please do let me know, and maybe I'll try and do them all at once in one video, or kind of try to review the releases or something like that. If you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know. And let me know your thoughts on these films and my pickups, and what was your favorite pickup for the month of April. And although there are a ton of great releases, I think Arrow Video really knocked it out of the park with their Donnie Darko 4K release. I mean, just looking at it, it's beautiful. I haven't watched a lot of these yet, so I can't say, you know, for picture quality, but as far as presentation, this is beautiful. And this Battle Royale box set's beautiful. I mean, Arrow really outdid themselves this month. And yeah, these are some of my favorite releases, and I'm really looking forward to finally seeing Battle Royale. And the fact that I get to see it on 4K for the first time is even more awesome. So these are probably my 2 favorite releases based on presentation alone. But yeah, lots of good stuff this month. Let me know what your favorites were. So yeah, let me know what your favorite releases were, what you're looking forward to picking up in the month of May, what you've been watching, and let me know all that good stuff. Huge shout out to our executive producer patron, Chase Wilson. We appreciate your support as always, and thank you to our other patrons that have signed up so far. If you're interested in becoming a patron, check out our links below for our Patreon, as well as our merch store, our Amazon wishlist, our Buy Me a Coffee link, and all that good stuff. But as always, we just appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we will see you guys on the next one.